Hi, I'm Rory Kennedy, producer and director of a new documentary called Last Days in Vietnam. The film tells one of the most inspiring stories I've ever had the honor to explore. In April of 1975, a series of dramatic and harrowing events in South Vietnam led to the makeshift evacuation of more than 130,000 people, many of whom may have faced imprisonment, re-education camps, and in some cases even death. My film is complete and will air on the PBS series American Experience in April of 2015. But we want to do so much more, and we need your help. Our film ends with the image of thousands of South Vietnamese on U.S. military ships, sailing away from Saigon as the North Vietnamese close in on the city. And while that's the end of our story, for so many people it is just the beginning of theirs. What began as a makeshift evacuation turned into one of the most incredible stories of immigration and resilience the United States has ever seen. One of the people who evacuated from Saigon and made a home in the United States was Mickey Nguyen.
My dad flew a Chinook helicopter in the South Vietnamese Air Force. We quickly ran into the Chinook, and we all flew off out into the Pacific Ocean.
Hi, I'm Mickey Nguyen. In the film Last Days in Vietnam, I tell the story of my father who, on April 29, 1975, heroically ditched his large Chinook helicopter into the Pacific Ocean, saving the lives of all his crew members and my family on board. Eventually, we came to the United States with nothing but the clothes on our back. Through the support of a local church, we settled in the suburbs of Seattle, Washington, where we live today. This was my family's story, and we were fortunate enough to have pictures and videos for the film. But my story is just one of the many thousands of South Vietnamese stories fleeing and finding refuge during the fall. Now is the time to capture all of our personal stories so that our kids and their kids will know how they arrived in America. Our story needs to be told.
With your help, American Experience can gather the stories of nearly 200 more people. What happened to those Vietnamese refugees when they left Saigon? And what became of the U.S. military who were on the ground in those final hours? American Experience will travel to 6 cities across the country and gather stories that will be available online and will be archived in the Library of Congress. These are important and unknown stories of immigration and return from war. And now is the time to capture them. We've heard from so many Vietnamese-Americans who have told us that they've never told their stories before. And from people who are afraid that their parents' and grandparents' stories won't be told. Your support of this campaign will help us create a permanent record of the immigrant experiences that have helped to shape lives, even whole cities and towns across America. With your help, these stories will be available for generations to come, creating a better understanding of the Vietnamese-American experience. Please join me and the generous supporters who have already donated to make this project a reality, and make a donation today.